What's up out there? Welcome back to Melvor at Adventure Mode. We are on episode 43. Over the last week, I have just been cranking out runes nonstop. So I wanted to have basically a giant pile of runes. Kind of once I got started, I kind of just kept going on it. I originally just wanted to get a few of the the elementals: earth, fire, water, and air. But then I started looking at it, I was like, you know what? People keep bugging me to try and use different magic. So I thought I'm going to stockpile as much of this as possible. So I either have 1,000,000 in the case of the elementals or 500,000 in the case of the rest of it, roughly. And it doesn't have to be exact. It's just that's where I landed. I've been running a lot of ancient magic, which uses the havoc runes and the ancient runes. So I boosted those up to 1,000,000. Of course, I got all the elementals up pretty high, and then the rest of these are built up in the background. So I'm not necessarily a fan of the combination runes myself. Basically, you have to craft up a bunch of these different ones, and then you come over to the combination side, and it takes air, the blank rune, and then some air and water to make mist, water and earth to make mud, and so on. It takes all these, and it takes 2 of each. So you got to basically go mine the runes up, make all the standard runes, and then make them into combination runes. So it kind of takes a little bit more. Now I know you've got some things going for you with this, like as you craft certain runes, as you mine the runes, like you can use different synergies to double mining and stuff like that. If you come down here to, let's look at the not salamander. It's the mole. Base quantity for rune essence and mining is doubled. So you can mine up a lot real quickly with this. Let's see here. If you go into the crow one, you have a bunch of different things here that work really well. So like this one here, with the octopus, you get when creating a combination rune that requires water runes, you produce an extra 5 combination runes. So you can kind of boost those up really quickly there. Let's see, you've got smithing and runecraft preservation with the salamander and crow. I like this one here a lot. The crow and devil, you get 10 fire runes when creating any elemental rune, which is cool because you can just stack up while you're building up the other 3 elements, you can get a bunch of fire runes or if you really need a lot of fire runes fast, you can run this one. Let's see here. Actually, I guess I could have put that here because it's all crow. Chance to preserve resources with the pig one. And let's see here. The one I'm running currently is the crow and the bear. Now this one gives you, while the elemental potion is active, a chance to get random combination runes. So in theory, you can make a lot of different combinations off of this as long as you're running the elemental potion with the bear. You're going to get a bunch of extra stuff. So that's why I have a bunch of these extra combination ones. The combination ones, however, also serve a good purpose. Like, I don't necessarily use them for magic. I think there's only one thing that uses runes in here. It's the crow. Let's see. Might be something else. I can't remember. Just quickly browsing through here. And the witch. Crow and the witch. So the witch familiar is okay. This one probably has some good combat synergies with it. But like the crow synergy, this uses combination runes. So while you're making the other stuff, while you're making all your other runes, you're with the crow and the bear and then the potion and everything, you're making the components for the crow tablet. So that's kind of why I was doing this the way I was. That way when I run out of crow tablets, I just start running off these combination runes and make more crow tablets. So it's kind of a feedback loop on itself. But that's kind of all I've been doing. That and filling all these things in, trying to get these up as high as possible. What I've been doing is waiting for these to go up to plus 10 levels and then smash them into there. I had a lot of these at like level 50 or whatever. These are all now 70s or 80s. So I've been moving into plus 5s or plus 1s, just trying to keep pushing as far as forward as possible. this isn't going to be a completion account, but I don't necessarily want to waste all the mastery XP, and there might be a day where we need it. So I wanted to just go ahead and plug towards this. And on the subject of masteries, if you were to look at, say, these require 250 runes. These are the fire experts. These require 250 fire runes. So if I go back to these adept, they are 125. If I do the acolyte, they're only 35. So if I was going to try to do a completion on this, I would be putting all my points into these first, the expert ones, because they're going to take a lot more runes. And, all the spill over here, I would be putting into these 4. And then these 4 here. And that may be something I do, because if, this is at 96, I could knock these 4 out pretty quickly, probably knock these 4 out. And then if I had to ever run this manually, I would only be left running the acolyte, the really weak stuff that doesn't take many runes to make. For the mastery stuff, I think you want to knock out the things that have the most difficulty to create or find parts for, and then work your way backwards, because you can easily create fire runes in the acolyte stuff, or earth runes in the acolyte stuff, because it's real easy. But, a couple hundred of these runes, that adds up a lot. So, I don't know, just my 2 cents on that whole thing. I've been working on this, and I have yet to do this grind on my standard account. I'm really close to being finished with it, but I think I've got a couple of skills left on standard, like summoning and runecrafting. I'm working on crafting right now, and it's just a brutal grind. So I think that's what I want to focus on, a little bit of this kind of thing in the background, is to try to do as much of that. If this ever does become a completion account, at least I'll be kind of cleaned out from it. So where are we going to go from here? I think what I'm going to do is cut this off. I think I've done enough rune crafting for a while. I don't have enough. I've got enough runes here. What I wanted to do on magic, I tend to run a lot of the ancient magic myself, all these different ones. They take quite a bit of runes, but I've had people say that, you want to use like fire surge, earth surge, water surge, probably water surge a lot. Because if you have is it this one? Yeah. If you have the ocean song, it gives you it reduces the water rune requirement by 4 when you have it equipped. So you kind of want to lean into that. You don't want to use earth, nature, magic, water. You want to use water magic, but you don't want to use earth, fire, air, or nature, now that we've got that new nature staff. So that's what I'm going to try to work towards, is I want to see how this works. Like, I know the spells. I know you can use curses and auras. You can't really use curses and auras with the ancient magic, because it flat out says certain ones can't be used. Any of the things that modify damage. So you can't use those. But you can with this other. The problem is, with the auras, you have to have the Book of Eli. So I don't even know if I have that. Used to. I don't think I do. So if I wanted to try some of the higher end ones, I'd have to go back and get it. But some of the content I'm doing, I want the shield for. Not necessarily the recoil shield, but I'd want the earth-layered shield or something like that on it. I think this setup here must be for fighting these. No, I can't remember what this was for. And that's the other thing. I have to go revisit what I was going to go killing stuff for. Like, I could probably go fight these for a while, but yeah, I'm kind of not there. I did notice that I still have the Infernal Claw. I have not done the Ambora grind yet, so I have to go kill those things off. I think it's the Amboras. Yeah, I still got to go do those. But I've got enough magic stuff there that I can poke around with different combinations and try things and see how the magic goes. Oh, and that's the other thing. If you use, let's see, curses take body runes and, what are those? Death, I think. And then auras take the light one. So you got to have tons of those. The other thing that I wanted to give a shot to is this ring, the Ring of Spirit Power. Now, this thing only works with magic. It does not work with ancient magic, I guess. Somewhere along the line, I got the impression that it doesn't work with ancient magic. And it consumes 3 spirit runes. So I wanted to kind of tinker with this thing, too, and see how it worked. So, I kind of want to just experiment around. Let's see, cooking-wise, I need to cook. I got plenty of whale. So this is probably what I'm going to do next, is go into the cooking here. Oh, I guess I'd show this off too. With this setup, I had the Ring of Wealth in the passive slot, the Signet Ring in the ring slot, and then, of course, the Clue Chaser's Insignia, the Max Skill Cape, and the Crown of Ralix. This gives you the doubling of items and item preservation. So between all three of these, the two rings, the helm, or the crown. So let's see, what would I do for a cooking synergy? Do I have any for a cooking synergy? Let's see, do pig here, pig. I could do the preserve resources one, that's not bad. This is the one I want right here. Generous cook potions now provide 200% charges. I think I have generous cook. I do not, so I need to go make some. So that's going to be the thing that we go do. So these things give you a 30% chance to double items, and what that does is it makes them last a lot longer. So I need to go get some swordfish. Let's see, go get some swordfish. Let's put this, this, and this. Oh, I don't have that cape. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about any of that. Let's go fish. Nope, fish. Hit the right one. Let's see. So that's really all I can do, unless I have something I can do for fishing. Let's see. There's one to get cooked items when they're done. That is the pig. I think we'll take this one. 75% chance to receive an additional fish as cooked while fishing. So that means I don't have to cook as much. We're going to go for swordfish. So I'm going to get some raw that I have to cook up. Then I'm going to get some that are cooked. So it's going to give me some free bonus there. Is basically what we're going for. Yeah, I think that'll do it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to work up, get some of these potions. So I can get my cooking going. I want to get enough potions to where it's worthwhile. 20,000, 30,000, something like that. So then I can let cooking go for a while. And then cooking will be my overnight thing that I do. Get a few 100,000 perfect whales. And we'll be good to go. I'll probably do this passive one here too. That'd be cool. The reason I have these is because I was doing this same synergy here for whales. So it just gave me some extra whales. So it works out pretty well. But that is going to do it. Fishing for probably over the next couple of days. At some point, I am going to start fighting these liches again. The Amboras. I might finish these liches off first because they're right here. I'm pretty close to having these done. So a few days of that. And we can get rid of this. And then I want to start tinkering with magic and see what different spells I can run. Because this account's doing combat and I can play with it. And if I die, I don't lose my account. I don't really want to play with hardcore. But hardcore's getting right there. So I want to see what the magic does here and then see how it affects things so I can use it there. So, and my standard account is grinding out Mastery XP right now, which is brutally long. I think I've been doing this for like 2 months, just solid, no combat, just nonstop mastery. And it's not fun, but I got the other accounts to play with. So at any rate, that will do it for this episode. We will catch you on the next one. Take care.